Yes, 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 yes. I am.
Sir.
I am the A to the J, AJ Rock. I'm AJ Rock. This is my partner, Ron B. Double E. We are the Almighty JVC Force, and we came on tonight specifically to wish our family, friends, and fans a happy, healthy, and blessed New Year. Say a couple of words, B.
Man, thank you everyone, man, for this particular year that we had. 2025 was definitely a blessed one for JVC Force. We want to thank God for taking us this far. We
Absolutely,
want to thank our fans, family, friends, everyone who participated or had a hand in our success for this year. We thank you. We love you. Word.
absolutely. So you had mentioned something to me before we got on the phone. So right now it is 2025 going into 2026, New Year's Eve. 1987 going into 1988, around this time or a little bit after, but between now and midnight, Kiss FM, Strong Island debuts on Kiss FM. Red Alert plays it for the first time. How did you feel that first time you heard Strong Island play on the radio?
Felt elated. Felt like we finally had made it. Of course, like we always talk about on our interviews around that time. It wasn't so much at that time too much about the money. It was about maybe wanting to get heard on the radio and just being heard, as the first record coming into 1988, was a special, special feeling, man. And, once again, we want to thank DJ Red Alert for breaking that record on that date. It meant a lot to us, still continues to mean a lot to us. And we thank you. And we also, you know, credit you for parts of our success. So thank you, Red.
No, thank you, Uncle Red. No doubt, no doubt, no doubt.
Word.
Thanks all the way around. We got to thank Uncle Ralph McDaniels. He was the first. He wasn't the first to book us, but he's the first show we actually did. He was doing the video music box experience in Eisenhower Park in Hempstead, and it was on Strong Island, and he knew we was going overseas and knew it would be perfect, and added us to the roster with Drez from Black Sheep, Rakim, Jeff Red. Shout out to my dude Jeff Red, and Renee from Jeanne, and many other people. And that was the
Oh
first
yeah.
time we actually took the stage together since like '92 or '91 or something. And
Yeah, it's
but
been a lot of years. It's been a lot of years.
the reason that show was important, it was like it was like that first show before we went overseas. So like going overseas when we finally hit the Urban Matters, that wasn't our first show. Like you know what I'm saying? We had one under our belt. We got a little feel. You know what I'm saying? We got the flow back. We knew we had to work on this and that. It was like a dry run before we went overseas. So thank you, Uncle Ralph. Like I told you, those kind of shows go on all the time, but we don't always get those calls. And you're the first one to give us one of those calls. So we had to shout you out. We appreciate
Yeah,
you, Ralph
yeah, big
McDaniel. Straight
time.
up.
Thank you so much, Ralph McDaniels, Video Music Box Experience. And
So
thank
the
you to the
next
whole of Long Island. Thank you for the whole of Long Island for coming
Strong
out to
Island for
support
coming
us
out,
also. Strong
for
Island
coming out.
came and stood up. So we definitely thank y'all.
I
That's
had
all
my
right.
Mount Vernon people came through. You know what I'm saying? Like Westchester came through. 914 came through. It was a beautiful. It was like 12,000 plus people out there. It was crazy. It was mayhem. And shout out to T Money, who
Hmm.
introduced us, gave us a dope introduction. You know what I'm
And
saying?
Diamond J. And Diamond J.
Diamond and
The J.
Diamond J.
The
Um,
Diamond Experience.
yeah, DTA, Diamond, the artist now. Cause I be calling him
And
by the
thank
old
you.
names we used to call him.
Yeah.
He be getting mad.
Yeah. Thank you, Junie. And
See, I wasn't gonna do that to
and
you, bro. I wasn't gonna do that to
nah, well,
you.
that's how far we
That's how
go
far
back.
we go.
We
Yeah,
go back as far as zooms, or zooms, or zoom. So
yeah, no doubt.
thank you to Jay, definitely. Thank you to T Money. Thank you to Lenny Ace Morrow. Thank you a
Yes,
lot
yes.
to DJ Majestic
Now,
for
now,
all of the support that you have laid on us from the time that we even started. Not even just this year, but so many
right,
years prior. DJ
right.
Majestic, you're a king, truly, sir. And
He's
we
been rocking
thank
with
you
us for
for
like a decade, over almost two
too
decades. Like
close.
he's been rocking.
He's
Yeah,
been he's been rocking with me for 2.5 decades, rocking
yeah,
with the crew officially. AJ, you became friends with him More than a decade ago. We
like
even
like
had lived with him.
2005, like 20, like 2005, like
Yeah.
20 years ago. Actually, like 20 years ago. Yeah,
Yeah, so thank you, Majestic man, for excellent years of friendship, man, and musical support. Thank you for always being honest with us, man, and telling
absolutely.
us what we should do or what we shouldn't do. Many of people don't know, and we can let the hat out the bag right now. Um, 3 days before we went out to Europe, we were together here in Georgia, and Majestic came over. We revamped the whole entire show, so
Absolutely.
we were rehearsing the show while we were in Europe. We were rehearsing heavy, heavy. So you guys got a show that was probably put together by JVC about 3 days. So that's how fresh that was. So
Right, right.
we once again we
Well,
appreciate you
the
for.
revamp part was 3 days, but we was working on it for months and months before that, though.
uh,
But yeah,
yeah,
yo, but
oh yeah,
now I want to give Majestic a special shout out. So he knew we were going to perform in Long Island. He came out just to hang out with us. You know
yep,
what I'm saying? We didn't have our own DJ, but they had other DJs there that night. We just had to bring the music. He was like, yo, on his way to the park, he was like, yo, I got my laptop with me. You want me to bring it? I was like, hell yeah.
yeah,
He brought it in the dressing room. He took the stuff off the drives. He sit there and he put together a show in the dressing room before that. I think he helped one or two of the other artists with their shows too. Like, but I'm saying, and he did that just out of love, not for nothing else, just out of love and to support us. And on top of the relationship we have, and that's why he is our official tour DJ. Just so the world know, that is our official tour DJ. So shout him out. Also shout out to my daughter, B Love's goddaughter, Paula Sherelle Woodson. She came out on her own dime, took a bunch of pictures and video. You know what I'm saying? Held us down. You know what I'm saying? So shout out, Paula for rocking with us, and she gonna do some more stuff with us. And
also
and
thank
B's
you to
family,
my
all of B's family that
yeah,
came through, his sister,
yeah, my sister,
nephew
my
and
my wife.
girlfriend, god sister, everybody who came through. Like it was not only did they come to
Yeah,
Long Island, they came to the Netherlands, like Barry and his
yeah,
wife.
yeah, yeah. But most important, I want to thank my wife and my daughter
Yes,
and my son, who didn't get to go on this particular tour this time because again, my daughter was in school. But thanking my wife for being such a supportive person that she is. Um, a lot of what I felt as though this tour needed. Previous years and stuff, I might have been a little bit unsure, if we were ready to do it because we hadn't taken the stage for so long. But based on the support of my wife and, you know, even the support that, since she gave when
she
AJ
opened the
came
doors
up
when I
here,
came down. She opened the
yeah,
doors.
and yep,
Yeah,
and just giving us our space and, you know, being
Re-
truthful about like how we sounded
rehearsing
when
two,
we
3 in the morning loudly.
yeah,
I see
yeah,
you.
and being truthful, letting us know, hey, after the Rock Hem show, you guys, you got to put your life into the show. You guys can, work the stage and stuff. So we want to thank her. We want to thank her big time too. Also, one other person I want to thank because we probably wouldn't have gotten to the Netherlands without him is Mr. Mark Davis.
Yes, shout
Thank
out
you
to
for
Mark
all that you
Davis.
did to get us out to the Netherlands. And again, thank you to some of the great, great people that we met when we went out to the Netherlands at that point in time. Hans, you are an excellent, excellent host.
Shout out, extra special shout out to Hans. This whole thing is because of Hans. Hans was talking about putting together more shows and asked Mark, who else do you know? And he said, I knew JVC. And Mark was like, and Hans was like, I've always wanted to get them. He said, oh, I know one of them. And Mark called B. And that's how this all happened. And Hans, we would not have been overseas if it was not for you.
Right.
And you and your whole family opened your doors to us. They welcomed us, treated us like yo, dude. We were blessed the whole time we was there.
Yes.
You treated us like
Yeah. Big shouts out to Hans's beautiful wife and his and her sister for
absolutely.
opening up the doors to their home and also being a wonderful house guest and stuff like that too. Well, being having us as house guests and treating us as great as they did for the whole entire weekend.
And
So
Ronald
thanks again to Hans and Ronald.
for
Hans is
working the sound for the thing,
yeah,
but getting us from the airport and getting us back and kind of chauffeuring us where we need to go. Like yo, he was holding us down. Yo, shout out to Ronald. Big shout out to Ronald.
thank you for Sadat. Thank you for Sadat for coming all the way from Belgium to come meet us over in the Netherlands to come watch us perform. We want to give shouts out to all of the fans in the Netherlands that perhaps at um, this point we got to meet, but we were friends with them on Facebook
Online.
for
Right, right.
so many years, close to a decade. So it was a pleasure to meet everyone in the Netherlands. It was a pleasure to shake all hands, and we thank you guys and we love you. We hope to see you again. If not the Netherlands immediately, somewhere else in Europe.
Right.
We only thing we can say basically is that we feel extremely blessed that, you know what I'm saying, so many of you took the time to come from another country
Yeah.
to come and see our show.
Other countries. There was one
Yeah,
dude who I went where the merchandise and stuff was when who went on after us, Nice and Smooth. So I went over
yeah,
where shout out to Brent, who was selling the merchandise and his two brothers.
yeah.
I went over,
Big shouts to Brent.
I went to sit with them, take a few pictures and everything. And one dude came up to us and he was like, yo, I came all the way from Hamburg, Germany. I seen y'all in 1988. I was like, yo, and he
Yeah,
told me those. He came all the
yeah.
way from Hamburg, Germany to the Netherlands. So like people travel from all over just to come to that show. So it was a beautiful thing. Then we was off to London. And for y'all who had never seen, we're gonna show a little clip of the London show, and then we're gonna speak on the other side of it. So here goes a little piece of the London show. Oh, it didn't start. Did it start?
Listen to the situation, my son. I'm as serious as cancer, all said and done. For the time, the people cause ball with the rhyme, the cool is valid. The best you will find. Living in CI, who the hell am I? AJ Rok, the juice, I get flood. Cool with the within guys in the handle. Cause if I don't, I wash it down like a candle. Dealer, I'm a top pillar. Part-time killer, permanent chiller. Son of Sam killer, the horror in the villa. The rest, the best, I am a thriller. Killing or shooting, fighting and distributing. Who's been passing through that line, constantly smiling. We'll keep trooping in a place called Strong Island. What's going on in the soul?
I don't know if you heard my Wi-Fi breaking up. I don't know if it broke up while it was playing a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah, I heard it
I'm
breaking
not
up.
home, so you know what I'm saying. I'm at my extended holiday break, and I think the Wi-Fi,
Hmm.
I'm down in the downstairs part. So,
Yeah, it
but
broke up a
that
little
was a
bit,
little
but you
clip
know, y'all get the
of the
point.
show overseas. Yeah, you can
So
see
we
all of
wanna,
that. You
so
see the
yeah,
IG at the bottom. It's at JVC Force. All the clips are on their IG.
yeah. So we
Go ahead,
basically
B.
we want to basically thank all of the people in London also, that, you know, let us know that, you know, they waited 37 years to see us perform. That's a hell of a long time to go ahead and hanging
Absolutely.
on for someone. You didn't have to, but you did. So for that, we want to always give our, you know, extended thanks to you, and you know, just basically let y'all know that, you know, that there will never be a time that you will run into JVC in the street and we won't take the time to talk to you and greet you. Thank you so much for 3+ decades of loyalty to us.
And as I said at the shows, um, when we came out, so we didn't have no video like a lot of people did. There was a lot of groups that didn't have videos back then. And we lived in an era where there was no social media, there was no real internet, there was no like camera phone. So the fact that we survived and we are still relevant in 2025 going into 2026, 37 going on 38 years later is because of all of y'all. All of y'all held us down. All of y'all been rocking with us. I'll be on the social media. Y'all been coming, this is my favorite song. This changed my life. This made me want to get into hip hop, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And hearing your stories and interacting with y'all, that was like one of the dopest part. Rocking the stage is always the dope part, but actually engaging with all of y'all, that was ridiculous. And then we went to a traditional pub, London pub afterwards, and took over the pub. And, for like 2-3 hours, everybody in there got a chance to like chill with us, take pictures, get their little autographs or whatever, ask
Hmm.
questions, just chat it up with us. You know what I'm saying? And that we felt that love that y'all gave, and we try to give that on every show. And hope and God willing, 2026, we're gonna be in all your cities, all your countries. We're gonna be all over there. We'll be
Yeah,
back.
we ready to go. I gotta also, I gotta give a shout out to the person who was our DJ while we were on tour this year, Mo Love from Ultramagnetic MCs.
DJ
Um,
Mo Love. Yes, yes. Shout to Mo.
Thank you for all you did, Mo. Like I said, our experience with Mo going on tour. Me and AJ, we are, normally at times throughout the year together, so we do a lot of rehearsing together. We weren't with Mo too many times this year, but we want to thank Mo for stepping in and being the support system that we need to go ahead and come on to the tour. So, Mo, we appreciate
And he came all the way.
you,
He
man,
came all the way out to
100%.
Long Island.
Yeah, Mo came
B
to
Love
Long
came to New
Island
York.
too.
He came to Long Island. We gave him a tour, CI, where everybody was from, and he sat there and ran through the structure of the show and everything. And he chilled out with us for a while, and then he went back to Brooklyn. But yeah, man. And then I got to really get to know him overseas. Like I spent a lot of time with him because I knew of him from going back to the B-boy days, but I hadn't really interacted with him. So it was like I got to know the brother, cool brother. You know what I'm saying? So appreciate you rocking out with JVC overseas. It was dope.
Big shouts, Mo. Big shouts. Big shouts. Big shouts.
Yeah. No doubt. No doubt.
Shouts, and then we moved on to. Shouts out to so many people though, but after we came from Europe, we moved on, and want to also just kind of say we came on to the DJ Majestic's birthday party. Keith Murray was performing. Keith asked me to take the stage at that time, so I definitely want to give a big shout out to the home team, Mr. Keith Murray, for passing me the mic in the middle of his show and allowing me to go ahead and perform some Strong Island for the people up here in Georgia at the patio. So that was definitely a blessing, and that was definitely love. I guess what I'm saying is 2025 was a year of a lot of blessings for us. Once we did the Ralph McDaniels show, and then we went overseas and we came back, everything been continuing to kick off. We've done a lot of great interviews. We've done a lot of beautiful interviews for Europe. And we've also done
shout out to All City Steve, the London Ultra Cab interview. Man, that was amazing. That was my first interview in a cab driving through London. Like that was crazy. Like that was crazy. I was gonna say after the London Urban Cab, we went to the boat pod. So shout to those. That was my first time too. Like a whole podcast studio, like on a boat. That was like dope.
But big shouts out to also the writers and the folks that came to the hotel to interview us and stuff.
Killer Keller.
Yeah. Big shouts out to you. And like I said, we didn't come out to Europe and we didn't do maybe as much as we wanted to do, but we definitely put the time into the things that we did come to do and the things that we had scheduled to do. Again, we want to shout out to all of the fans that really just stayed at the hotel and really kind of made a difference. The ones that, sung our songs to us and let us know how influential, again, we were into their life and stuff throughout the years. Got to give a big shout out to Lily Weschke.
Yes. Shout out to Lily.
Lily was a beautiful soul as we came out there and stuff like that. Dance her ass off too.
Yes.
Big shouts out Lily West.
And made friends with your sister. They were dance partners.
Big shouts out to Cash Money and Marvelous.
I was just getting ready to get to all the people we perform with. So yeah, go ahead, Cash Money and Marvelous.
Big shouts out to Nice and Smooth. Big shouts out to the legendary, so legendary Coke LaRock.
Yes.
Who else you got on that list?
And even all the Dutch groups that was out there. There was a couple of them. I don't remember them offhand.
Big shouts out to all of the local.
They showed us mad love, which is great because sometimes when you come to somebody else's house, you know what I'm saying? It's like they got something to prove. This is our house. It was nothing but love. Like, yo, we love you cats. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, yo, and then in London, shout out to Blade. You know what I'm saying? Blade. We did the show with Blade.
Blade, you're a legend. You're a legend, Blade.
Legendary London MC, been doing this thing for a minute, and then he had a podcast. We did the podcast interview before, to promote the London show. But yeah. So we still been talking. I think he was under the weather for a minute, but we still talking. And he showed us mad love. So shout out to him. Shout! It was just like, I know there are going to be people we forgot. So let me just say, if we don't mention you, you know
No
who you are.
disrespect. Word.
Everybody who held us down, you know who you are. We thank you. We thankful. Shout out to my dude Andrew Wang. Came through. He came to Long Island. He came through. He's very supportive of JVC. He be sharing everything. We post this, he'll share it. It's gonna be shared. He shares everything, and he holds us down out here. So,
Big shouts out to the Lifers group too.
oh yeah, they came all the way to London from Chicago. Like,
Yeah,
that was
yeah. So big
we
shouts
was
out to the
we
Lifers group.
they was trying to get to the area we was, start calling people by their government name. I was like, hey, who's that? Like, I was like, yo, dude, let that guy through because he evidently knows me. Nobody. And shout out to my homegirl Brenda Crump and her daughter Jasmine. They came out, what I'm saying, to represent, sold some t-shirts and stuff, came to represent us, from Mount Vernon. It was like, it was beautiful. It was, there's just too many people. Keisha, for opening your doors, and I can't thank you enough, little sis. You know what I'm saying? And how you rocked with us everywhere. You came everywhere with us, like, and held it down. And as you can see from the show, even there with Keith Murray, she was down there in Atlanta. She always the loudest voice in the crowd. Boy, no matter what video, you hear her voice in the video. She's like, "That's my brother." So shout out to her. No,
But
and
big
your
shouts out.
god sister and your goddaughter. Shout them out. They came.
Yeah, I was gonna say big shouts out to my god sister Marla and her daughter Mia, my goddaughter. Again, Mia, thank you for your contributing to Urban Matters and your intelligent conversations towards music and stuff like that. And we just want y'all to know that JVC will be here to guide you in your musical path as you
absolutely
you get older. You do have a very unique musical talent to offer, and hopefully, one day we'll become the first to go ahead and be able to present you on stage. So, big shouts out for that. But again, folks, we just wanted to come on here tonight and
I'm sorry, Teddy Ted, the awesome two, definitely gave us a lot of advice, held us down. So I definitely want to shout him out.
Big shouts out Teddy Ted, big shouts.
And I wanted to shout out Jeff Red because he's like, what I'm saying, my brother from Mount Vernon. You know what I mean? He was like giving us advice. Jeff. He was giving us advice in the middle and all through the week. Things to do, things to make sure we took care of. And even to the point, he was like, "Yo, even if they don't pay for B-Love to come to Long Island, y'all do that show. Don't let that stop y'all." Like, he really was like, "Yo," he really taught me, and he gave us some advice. Yeah, Jeff Red. Yeah, and he gave us some advice of something we're going to do that you'll hear about and see later. I just spoke to him yesterday. So happy New Year's to you and your wife, and
yes, sir, and thank you for suggesting that we buy compression socks so we can come back off of those long 10-12 hour flights with our legs, man. Thank you.
That was another thing, Jeff. Yeah, no doubt.
But just thank basically, it's a little humor in there. But just again, thank you for taking the time to support us as a group and make sure that the things that we're out there, that you can suggest that we're doing. Thank you for giving us that criticism. Believe me when I tell you, everything that you guys said was taken constructively, and we thank you for it.
And he gave me some behind the scenes criticism. He was like, "I know the record's about Long Island. I know you represent Long Island, but don't forget you represent Mount Vernon." He said, "And don't be going up there embarrassing Mount Vernon because you can't go back to He told me that. He said, "Don't be embarrassing Mount Vernon because you're gonna get it when you get back from everybody." So I was like, I definitely didn't want to embarrass nobody. I was like, I want to hold it down.
Nah.
For Long Island, for the 914 and the 516. So, but that's
it was an exciting year. Real quick, I just want to kind of say, I want to thank, out of anybody that I want to thank right now, I want to thank my partner here, AJ. Again, a year ago, I asked him to take this mission with me, and he gracefully accepted. And for the whole entire year, for those of you who don't know, 365 days went by, and he had taken on the rehearsals, making time to come to Long Island to rehearse. I think I went to Long Island like 2 times. He took both times to come up there and stay for days to make sure that we got what we had to get done. He came to Georgia for us to rehearse and get things done here. So I want to thank you for the tenacity that you had for the year, getting yourself in order and condition, um, you know, working on your health, and again, just putting the battery in your back to go ahead and be able to do this. Because again, I probably wouldn't be able to do this to this magnitude without you at all. So I want to thank you, AJ, and let you know that you've always been my rhyme partner since I've been about like a kid. So we met when we were five. We met when I was 5 years old. I think you were 7 again. The years went on. Now I'm 57. So it's a lot of years that we've known each other. 52 to 53 to be exact. But again, man, I want to thank you for all you did to get ready for this. I want to thank you for all that you're going to continue to do to get ready for the future. And I look forward to every minute of this, man. Like, not too many people knows what it feels like to be out there on the road with your brother, and know that ultimately, even though there's things that you have to do, and there's going to be challenging times, and there's going to be conversations at times that saying you don't want to have, but you're going to have. There's no other pleasure like being out there with someone that you love and that you trust, like your brother. And again, AJ, I want to just thank you, man, for your years and years of friendship in my life. And thank you for everything that you've done again to get ready for this tour, brother.
Yeah, I appreciate that. And let me just say also, like I've said it in the interviews, especially the ones overseas, like there was a point where I kind of gave up. And I even told you, I was like, yo, you know what? I'm content with our legacy. If we don't never do another record, if we don't never do another show, I'm content with the legacy that we had. And I really didn't think that, while I was always optimistically hopeful, I really didn't think that we was really going back out like that. Things that we were supposed to a few times, it didn't happen. And you never let me give up, even when I was ready to just like, yeah, I'm moving on. I'm done with this. You know what I'm saying? You never let me. And a couple of times when you had your own situation with your own thing, you also was like, yo, you brought me in, you know what I'm saying, to put some duck into my pocket too. You ain't had to, because those are your situations. So, you know what I mean? So real talk, like, as I say in them interviews, real talk, we would be brothers even without the music. And I appreciate you, my brother. And shout out to everybody from CI that's been around us, Rodney, Mike, all of the people that really held us down. Appreciate all of y'all. Reggie Hobbs, Monty, all of y'all that really held us down, gave us advice over the years, come check on us, you know what I'm saying, and make sure we good. I know a lot of people was worried, concerned about my health. I understand, because I blew up to 350 pounds. I lost like 85 pounds. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, and I'm working on losing some more. And you can see it in my face. You see them old pictures. My face is bad, fatter. You know what I'm saying? And I probably, I would say, you said God. I want to say everything in God's timing, because had we got this opportunity 2 years ago, I might not have been able to survive that with my health. Like, I really, that could have killed me. Like, out of shape,
you looked
blood
great.
pressure
You looked great. You looked great on stage, sir. You look great on stage.
Well, I appreciate it. And I look forward to taking stages with you and rocking mics with you until we can't rock mics no more. And for all of you promoters out there, basically, we're back. We're back open for business. And we're easy to find. You know what I'm saying? JVC FORCE 2025 at Gmail. The IG's at the bottom. You'll find us on all our social media. You know what I'm saying? We're looking forward to ripping stages in all of y'all festivals, cities, everything. All the artists that we talk to, and we won't mention no names. If there's possibilities, and we talked about possibilities, we're looking forward to going on stage, going on shows with y'all. And even a few people we might have talked to about making music. We're looking forward to exploring everything at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like how we were when we first came out. Like, I feel like, infinite opportunities at this point. Like, you know what I mean? Like I said, I had given up on this. So I thank you for not giving up on me and wanting to rock with me and continuing to rock with me. So, this wouldn't have been possible without you, because you got the call to go. Like, real talk. They called B to see if B could go. They didn't call to see if we could both go. They called to see if B could go. B was like, I got to get my man A in shape so we could go. So, like, they were asking him if he wanted to go. He could have rocked out, did a show a different way. You know what I'm saying? Kept all the money for himself, and they asked him. They didn't ask.
Well,
You know what
it
I'm
was
saying?
originally supposed to be. I guess I got invited to come, and it was gonna be like, you know what I'm saying, I was going out there to sing a medley of hits and stuff like that, because most of the songs I perform in the beginning, but you got to really think about it, like, you want to go out there and you want to give your fan base that haven't seen you for so long, you want to give them the ultimate experience, and AJ, taking on the responsibility of coming and the preparation and stuff like that, it made the fan experience like way better. Everybody by now knows that our fans are not considered our fams; they consider our fam, um, because they've
Sam,
spent so
yeah,
many time with us, and we're never going to put ourselves in a position to have so much security that you just cannot get to us. Um, so with that being said, man, I mean, A got itself together. It was a lot of preparation that I had to do to get myself together, also. Going through. Um, and again, FOSS as JVC, whether we're together or not, we still do keep a room which is strictly based on like a lot, and if not all of the JVC archives. So pulling out the masters and getting them together, and just the dedication that went into this, like us having to write out the songs that we were going to perform, and
relearn the
you
lyrics.
know not only relearning the lyrics, but going back, learning the lyrics, and then
Yeah,
coming back and saying, hey, this is how we spit it back in, when we were kids and stuff like that, and learning it that way, and then going out on stage and delivering it like it was natural. Um, like I said, that was an absolute blessing, but it couldn't come without the commitment of both of us. And again, I thank you, AJ, for putting that commitment in and opening up a new chapter into our lives. It's going to be a pleasure for me to continue to grow old with you and see the world. And again, for everybody out there that enjoyed the shows, um, that came out and watched us do our shows and really got what you wanted to get out of it, hey, don't just request us, suggest us.
no
We don't
doubt.
know all of the promoters. We're back in the game. Obviously, we can do what we have to do. We'd like to come back. So again, don't hesitate to contact your friends that might know a promoter, and let them know, hey, you know what, I know how to get in touch with JVC. Like AJ said, it's pretty simple. Don't request us, definitely suggest us, and again, we'll be there, and we'll do everything that we have to do to go ahead and make it happen for you guys, and come out and give you the show of your life, and or the show, a great show, and a fresh show. So
Yes, yes, yes,
you
yes.
know
Again, shout out to Brent. Brent held down our merchandising. Him, and then he got
professor
his two brothers.
professor P
Yes,
Sife.
yes, yes. Shout out to him. It
and
was a
and
whole
big
bunch of
shouts out, and also big shouts out to Prit Kelsey for
yes, 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 yes.
coming out and supporting us on the
Big print.
recording.
Yes,
P with
yes.
the merchandise, and also thank you P for giving us merchandising to come out and do what we have to do on our shows, and not being afraid to, he brought us a whole suitcase full of merchandise.
Oh,
So
absolutely.
we want to thank you for that.
He blessed us, everybody that was around us. He blessed.
Thank you for
Yeah,
being you.
yeah, yeah. No doubt, no doubt. So everybody, like I said, everybody who we've met along the way, everybody who we holler at on online, everybody. If you're not following us, follow us on IG at JVC Force. You will find out everything going on with us. Like, subscribe, leave comments. You know what I'm saying? Share it. Share the IG with all your people that appreciate JVC. And like I said, I just want to thank
Big
everybody.
shouts out. Oh, lastly, big shouts out to the Blitz Mob.
The Blitz
Big
Mob.
shout. Yep, the Blitz Mob just celebrated their big anniversary of their show. It was pretty successful. We want to thank you guys too for embracing us while we're out there in your territory. And big shouts out to Torch also,
Yes,
um,
yes, yes.
who who came out to our London show to come and check us out. And like I said, if we forgot anybody, as AJ said, what I'm saying, we certainly did not forget you, because we're trying to be neglectful. We want to thank you, even though we didn't call your name. If you had something to do, whether it was
Anything you had to do.
watching our interviews, coming to the show, saving your money up to come see us, copping our merchandise, whatever you did, you know, we want to thank you from the bottom of our hearts. You know, we want to let you know that we love you.
Shout out to Stan Allen Magazine. They just did the interview with us. Shout out to Mark and Alex from the New York Post. They did a nice, lovely piece on us. Shout out to Jaquan from Rock the Bells, the interview that's going to be running soon.
Yep.
You know, and there's a couple of other interviews. Also, we're also available for interviews. Holla at us on IG at JVC Force. You know what I'm saying? So we want to end this because we was only doing like 10, 15 minutes and we had 35 minutes. And this is the reason why we didn't do the live, because live, everybody would have been talking. We'd have been on here for like 2-3 hours talking with everybody. So we wanted to get in and get out. We wanted to tell everybody Happy New Year, happy, healthy, and prosperous and blessed 2026. Thank you for holding us down, holding JVC down for all the years. And thank you not just for the ones that have been all the years, all of you who have turned on your children and grandchildren. We got second and third generation people that were like, yo, I used to hear this all the time in my house. My dad used to play it. I grew up on you guys. Like, thanks for the next generation of fans that are checking us out. Like, I was amazed when we went to Hempstead. All the people that walked up to us wasn't like our age. It was like a lot of some 20s, you know, some of the young generation. I was like, wow, you know who we are? And they was like, yeah. And so thank you that our music resonated and continues to stay relevant. And so we here, man, and we love all of y'all. And
yes, sir.
That's it.
Thank you for a beautiful 2025. May you have a more prosperous 2026. May the force always be with you. And eat your black-eyed peas tomorrow night. Yeah.
And stay, yes, absolutely.
Eat you some black-eyed peas. May the force be with you.
All right, with that, we out. Leave us comments in the comment section. This will be on IG, Facebook, YouTube. Make sure you leave us comments and holla at us. Peace.
And eat your black-eyed peas.
You stupid.
Later.